Yo, welcome back. It's your boy Tat Jesus,
It's the boy Ed Tatman Bass.
and welcome to Ink Therapy, a tattoo conversation. This week, we are really gonna delve deep into the mosh pit. We will be talking about suicide and how to cope, deal with, and overcome those dark thoughts. So, welcome to a thin line between ink and suicide.
Facts.
What's good, y'all? Welcome back to Ink Therapy. I'm Rahman Tat Jesus Morgan. I'm here with Ed Tatman Bass.
Or Ed Bass.
You know what I mean? It's a brother of mine, man. We have been for a good solid 10 years in this tattoo field together, getting it popping.
Been locked up together.
Everything.
Done been broke together.
Yeah. Up together. You
Up
feel me?
together,
You know what I mean?
everything.
All of that.
Like,
So, we, you know, when I started this channel, I hit him up. You know, he was definitely all on board with what, you know, the movements.
anything Tat Jesus doing.
You know what I mean? And this week, I really wanted to give you guys some tools. And this is really gonna be geared more so towards men, black men, and tattoo artists, especially black tattoo artists. And we gonna talk about before we get any further into this, if you got a strong friend out there, the friend that you always call when you got problems, when your energy low, when you need somebody's shoulder to lean on, cry on, and you need that quick $40-$50 cause shit tight, your strong friend, I need you to stop right now, put this video on pause, and go check on your strong friend.
Please.
Go check on your strong friends.
Because strong people go through a lot of shit just like weak people. I'm not calling y'all weak as in, you know, as a disrespectful term, but you know what I mean? Not everyone is as strong as the next person. Some people deal with things differently than strong people deal with things differently than weak people. Now I'm not, again, this is not a disrespectful term when I say weak. It's just some people give in quicker than others. You feel me? And that's the weak
And your
side
strong
of things.
friends have weak moments.
There we go.
And check on them.
Please.
Because as a black tattoo artist, we are 1% of this trade. You feel me? 100 tattoo artists, one of them gonna be black.
Yep.
That's the ratio that we're dealing with. And being in this field, 9 times out of 10, we are the strong friend.
Yep.
We spend more time with our clients than your beauticians, than your nail techs, your barbers. You know, I just got finished doing a 3-day sit with a client, and we were here a minimum of 10 hours each day. You know what I'm saying? I spent 30 hours with this one client in 3 days. You feel what I'm saying? Like, his kid ain't even get that much time. So we inadvertently become therapists in this trade.
Facts. And it's not even a choice.
Yeah, we don't.
It's not even a choice.
If I would have been told that this trade I would probably need a psychology degree, I don't know if I'd have done it, y'all. And at first it's a type of almost like a badge of honor type of thing. Whereas, you know, as the years go on with this and you start growing with your clients, my client, they start having kids, the kids start getting older. Now I'm starting to tattoo some of their kids. And we get a lot of y'all garbage.
And
Hate to
y'all
put it
leave-
like that.
And y'all leave it with us, you feel me? Because as tattoo artists, we take in a lot. You feel me? We're always taking in something. So when we are tattooing clients that's got shit that's going on with them, we oftentimes have shit that's going on with us that we can't bring to the tattoo session. You feel me? But you as a client, you can bring it to the tattoo session because I'm your therapist, you're not mine. You feel me? And it's not that we don't want you to be our therapist, but we don't want to put our problems on you. We rather just take the problems in because as tattoo artists, that's what we are. We're problem solvers. You got a problem with your tattoo? Solve it for you.
Exactly. And there's also a high bar set with tattoo artists. You guys already have a bar set for us. You have an idea of what you vision in your head. And you want us to bring that artistic vision to life on top of hearing what you go through. And I'm a firm believer that tattooing chooses you. You don't choose tattooing. Somebody might argue me down about that.
Not me.
But this trade chooses you. This lifestyle chooses you.
I was peer pressured into tattooing. I never once in high school thought to myself, I'm gonna be a tattoo artist when I get out of this shit. Never. My friends was like, oh, you could draw, bro. You need to do tattoos. And a kid fell in my lap, and that was the beginning of something great.
For me, it literally took God to sit me down in jail to be like, look, you have whatever you need to solve your problems exists between your two hands, and that's why I got tattooing. And when this trade chooses you, you get another occupation, and that's a therapist.
Yep.
We do not set out to be that. One, you guys are trusting us with your bodies.
Facts.
So already there's a trust established.
If we don't do a tattoo right, we can kill you. That's what
fact.
it means by that.
Yeah.
You're trusting us with your bodies to do you right enough to not kill you.
Because you can get infected. Your tattoo, they use dirty needles. You could literally lose your life behind getting a bad tattoo.
I know one person in my entire career that's had an arm amputated because their infection got down to the bone. So, what he means by trusting with their bodies is things that we as tattoo artists can do to your body that other people in other occupations can't. You feel me?
And then, because tattooing now has become so widespread, the extra thoughts that we have to put into this trade, you guys just have tucked off in the back of your head, and it doesn't register with y'all. And I get it, because this is service industry, and we're giving a service.
Mm-hmm.
But we're using. I wanted to use this episode to give y'all a glimpse into the mental behind being a tattoo artist. I get asked a lot, well, not asked, I hear a lot, oh man, I wish I could draw. Oh man, that looks like fun. I wish I could, I wish. A lot of being in this position of having art be your occupation. By default, we have to chase perfection.
Yep.
If the tattoos we do aren't perfect to you, we are held liable. We are at fault. If we don't come up with an idea that you like, especially when you're telling us about your idea, something we've never seen before, we have to delve within ourselves, find the creation from the universe itself, from the ether of darkness, manifest that to your liking, to where it would be a perfect fit for you.
All while still dealing with our own shit.
And then we start to deal with yours. I'm a people person. And so it naturally comes to me. I didn't realize or wound up realizing what I had done until years in, when people would call just to pick my brain or to tell me about a problem they told me during a tattoo session, or to update me on these problems. And just by being thorough, I'm not going to sit there and tell your problems to my next client. So the client confidentiality really thing kicks in. Because I just spent 10 hours with you hearing about ex-girlfriend, ex-boyfriend, current husband, current wife, kids. Like,
facts.
You know,
job, your car down, your grandma's just passed. Like,
very intimate information. And bottom line, it feels like a part in a machine. We feel like machines. Because when you're in the service industry, when a client comes and get a service, it's not in their brain. What's the headspace of the individual I'm coming to get the service from? How many times you ladies go out and get your nails done?
And ask your nail tech how she feeling or how he feeling. Is his life going straight? Is anything happening at home? You know what I mean? Is everything all right at home? Is everything all right in the workspace area? Is you all right in your head? You feel me? Because a lot of times, I don't mean to take over.
Yeah, go ahead.
But a lot of times, when we're going through stuff, as I'm going to speak from a tattoo artist point of view, when we're going through stuff as tattoo artists, we have to put a face on. You feel me? Because if we walk in there with this really sad demeanor or this out of space demeanor, the person oftentimes can pick up on that energy.
Off top.
They can pick up on that energy, you feel me?
And that
you never want to have bad energy in the tattoo space, because it not only fucks with the quality of the tattoo, you feel me? But it's more weight that goes onto the tattoo artist's shoulders, because now the person didn't really enjoy their time here because the energy was off. And then don't get a person that's really, really big on energy, that can really pick up energy the minute they see you. You feel me? I got a couple clients that can, the minute they see me step out that car, they know something is wrong with him. His bop is off just a little bit. Or he's not moving his shoulders like how he used to when he's happy and stuff like that. You feel me? So
I have a client that can look at my face and automatically tell what's going on.
Yep.
You know, I have a client that can look at me and tell when I haven't tattooed in a few days. Because it's a real sick synergy, because me tattooing and being of service to my clients actually helps with my mental health. But when I don't, we as artists, we're very imaginative individuals and can create whole entire universes in our heads.
Scenario after scenario
that is real,
after scenario.
You know what I mean? Is when you hug your child, we can, and mind you, day in and out of talking to people, of delving into different people's brains. Like, my job is literally to pick your brain, to figure out what you would like, so you can have something permanent with you for the rest of your life. And then if you don't like it, then in the back of my mind, that's a hash mark that I did not do my job well.
A big one too.
You know what I mean? Like,
especially if you're used to, like me, I draw my tattoos up, bro. The people come in, they see the tattoo design. In my head, as I'm drawing a piece, like Dave Chappelle says, I'm sure they're gonna like this. I'm gonna fucking do a great job. And then they come through and you got that one person that throw you up. I don't really like the way that looks. And you're sitting there like, it's like being shot. It's like having Mike Tyson walk in the room that you in right now and just gut check you. And not a tap gut check, but a full-on haymaker hook to the stomach.
Try to end the fight.
It's a blow. And we sit there and just eat it. Just
eat it.
It's like we didn't even get hit at all. But on the inside, boy, we burning up. And not burning up with fury, but burning up with it's a desire to want to create something for that person.
Yeah.
It becomes a desire. And when you don't fulfill that desire, oh, it hurts. It hurts.
And we just gotta tuck that.
On top of all the other shit we tucking.
And we're tucking and tucking and tucking. Y'all, I think they call that passive aggressive or whatever. But it's a like I said, it's a thin line because okay, it's showtime every time we set up to do a tattoo.
Every time.
Just like a rapper getting ready to do a show.
I'm sure I'm gonna fucking knock this out of the box. I was literally saying when I walk into that office. When I walk into that office on a great day, bro, and I'm feeling good about myself and everything is just going right about the day, that's exactly what I say. As soon as the person's like, yo, I'm pulling up, I'm about to park, boom, click. I have a mental talk with myself before each and every tattoo when the client is not there. And I say to myself, I'm sure this is going to go well. Why? Because I'm Ed fucking Bates. And this is what the fuck I do. I'm sure this is going to go well.
Every time before I get ready to do a tat, in my head, it's like that meme that I've been hearing going around on Reels, where it's like, I'm like that nigga, I'm like that nigga. And it's really, I gotta hype myself up like that. Because if I don't, then my brain becomes lucid.
Facts.
And it goes to places where it's like, what value do I have? And there might be people looking at this being like, huh? I could do a zillion tattoos and one tattoo go wrong and I could feel like those zillion tattoos I did
don't
amount
mean
of shit.
It don't mean a damn thing.
Not too long ago I had 3 ladies come in on a late night to get some matching tats. And I'll be honest, the session didn't go that well. I drew them up. It was late. It did not go well. And one of the ladies definitely was not pleased with her work. And it still affected me because the lady brought her to me. It was her sister just came home from the system, so and I should have set aside another date to do the work.
Exactly
but trying to accommodate, they was wanted to get it done then and wound up not having a good night.
We people pleasers. You feel me?
By trade,
we're people pleasers. And so when you don't please that person, you didn't do your job. You didn't do what you got the money, but it don't feel right. Now I'm not saying money don't feel right, but to us it doesn't feel like
I earned it right.
I earned it the right way. I might have robbed her a little.
Yeah, I got over. And don't think that tattoo artists want to do that we want to get over on our clients, that we just want to get up and get money on y'all. Because at the end of the day, that's a piece of art that our name is on for the rest of your life.
Yup. For the rest of your life.
So
we're gonna die one day, and you guys are still gonna be walking around
with our art,
pieces of us on you.
Earlier this year, I was in a real dark place, and it was due to family members not understanding the trade of tattooing. And your boy Tat thought about checking out. I didn't feel that it was worth it. I felt that people were, the few that did check up on me was like perfunctory, like, yeah, we gotta check up on them, but, and I know that they genuinely were checking up on me out of the kindness of their heart, but at that point in time, I ain't care. Somebody could have called for a $20,000 tattoo, $100,000 tattoo. At that point, I might have been like, can I put it off for a few days? I really wasn't here, because when you have nowhere else to store the information that you're getting every day from everything around you, and you feel undervalued, it's like, what for? Why do it? Why be here? And I don't want to hear the, oh, because people love you, and because, you know, what we going to do if you're gone? Understand, when someone is thinking about checking out, thinking about suicide, we think about all that shit. We think about every family member, every friend, associate. Like, all of those things play a part in the thoughts before you want to check out. I also want to quell the notion that wanting to commit suicide or being in that space is an act of cowardice, or you reaching out for you reaching out for attention. No, you really don't give a fuck.
Sure don't.
And you don't really talk to too many people. You push people off. You get real short with people. These are just things that I was doing. I don't know about whoever else, because this wasn't my first bout with these thoughts. I've been dealing with fighting the suicide demon for a long time.
Shit, I'm still fighting a nigga right now.
And
I ain't gonna lie to you.
I don't care what no one thinks. When you in that fight, it's like a duality inside yourself, because you just literally, you fighting that voice like, why don't you just go ahead and check out? Sometimes mine tempt me like, is you scared? You ain't no bitch, is you? There's a voice in my head that taunt me to take my own life.
Mine don't, cause mine already know what I'm on. Like,
mine taunt me.
And I say this to go along with what he's saying. Like, when you gotta put a mask on to go in and do somebody's tattoos when you going through shit, bro, it adds more weight. Just think about if you got a book bag, and every day you go into work, you stop at the mask store and you get a mask. After work, you throw that mask in the bag. The next day, you go get another mask, put it on, throw that motherfucker in the bag. The weight becomes more and more and more over time, bro. I've sat with my piece thousands of times, bro. Thousands of times. Just thinking about just doing it, bro. You feel me? I'm not gonna talk about the shit that I'm going through, but as a person that always comes into people's lives when they're in their dark times, I give them their little bit of light, and then I get left in the dark. That shit takes a toll on a person, you feel me? And it's been happening for a long time with me. You feel me? So
for everybody that's out there getting tattoos, from your artists that you rock with.
Check on them from time to time.
Forget just checking on them. I need you to also understand every tattoo that you have from them, you have a piece of them on you. Every piece of art you get from a tattoo artist, a piece of that artist is on a physical piece of them is with you. A spiritual piece of them is with you.
And remember that we people. We people too. And now I can't speak for his clientele, but in my clientele, like I tattoo so many people, and some people don't realize that I'm not a machine. You feel me? Like I'm a person. I gotta recharge. I gotta get my head straight. You feel me? Well, what's that shit you said the other day that I quoted you on? We use machines, we're not the machines though.
Yes.
You feel me? Just because we use them, that don't mean we are one. We people. At the end of the day, just like you. And we go through shit just like you. Because I think a lot of times clients think that because they see us booming, they see us doing a lot of shit, that we live in perfect lives. We got perfect worlds and shit like that. No, bro. We got cars that fuck up just like yours. We got houses that fuck up just like yours. We got bills that we pay just like yours. You know what I mean?
You don't get tattoos. We don't eat.
You know what I mean? It's straight just like that. We people. Shit happens. You know what I mean? Sometimes shit happens all at once. You feel me? And we have to deal with that and do your tattoo and provide a great space. I don't know about you, but it's hard to provide a great and energized space when the energy ain't in you. And it's not saying the energy to do the tattoo, but the energy to get up, to wake up and get up out the bed and do shit. Hop in that car, get to the appointment early or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
It's actually hard to be depressed as an artist. Like, I gotta work to take out time to be depressed.
And when you depressed, bro, like, sometimes I don't even sleep. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't even sleep. I gotta do a tattoo at 8:30 in the morning. I don't even sleep. I'll be at the crib trying to go to sleep, smoke one blunt, nothing, watch some TV, smoke another blunt, nothing. Bro, I must smoke like 4 or 5 L's the other day trying to go to bed, bro.
Pack it backwards, go to sleep.
And then go to sleep at like 8:15.
To wake up at 8:30.
To wake up at 8:30. Like, saying, man.
So what are some of your coping mechanisms when the thoughts arise?
Bro, the only thing that makes me feel free from everything right now is the gym. I'm not saying go there to buff up. I'm going to buff up. But at the same time, bro, it's like, that's the only place where I can put the energy, you know what I'm saying, without flipping some shit over or kicking some shit over or breaking some shit. You feel me? Because a lot of my thoughts, yeah, they make me sad, but they make me more angry than anything. You feel me? So I got this, I'm not gonna say I am a child, but there is a child in me. And you know how children get when they don't have nowhere to direct their anger? Mm-hmm. You feel me? They want to just start kicking and throwing and, you know, fucking shit up. Yeah. And as an adult, the adult me refuses to let that child do that. So that child has just been getting bigger and stronger and more angrier, you feel me? And all I have to do is sit there and just calm down, wait till we go to the gym. Whatever the fuck you want to throw, you know what I mean? Like, just wait till you go to the gym. You can throw whatever the fuck you need to throw around, bro. Yeah. And riding a motorcycle, but the motorcycle put up for the winter, so you know. That's one of the reasons I think a lot of us go fast. I'm not gonna say everybody in the motorcycle community is depressed, but a lot of people are. And when they go fast, you're able to just escape them thoughts just for a little bit. You go from here back to my crib, 1:30 the whole way. If I was on the motorcycle, I left your crib, 1:30 the whole way. And that's my one moment to escape them little thoughts. Pull up to the crib, smoke me a black or another blunt before them thoughts catch up.
This might sound a bit cliche, but what I use at my point of being ready to check out was Conway the Machine. Shout out to Conway the Machine. If I ever meet you in real life, bro, got a bottle for you, bro. His story and me watching his career, and I don't know him from a can of paint, but he has Bell's palsy because he got shot in the head, neck, and shoulder and lived. And was able to look himself in the mirror disfigured, not being able to talk, not having full use of his extremities, and to bounce back and become famous and to achieve his dreams. So I don't have a hole in my head and my neck and my shoulder. So just for today, I can't use the excuse of not feeling valued to check out, because I've got to find a way to produce self-value. I think as artists, or for me as an artist, I do this for my props, bro. I love it when people be like, yo, that shit's hard, or yo, I fucks with that. And you can genuinely see that they fuck with your art. Like, I do this for the props. The money's a byproduct, but I do this for the props. And it's like, you'll go through a period of time where it's like I feel like they using me like McDonald's.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, no, motherfucker, I'm motherfucking Roof Chris out this bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? Facts. I'm motherfucking the Polo Lounge. Like,
facts.
I ain't no
facts.
Motherfucking
Taco
Bell.
Yeah, like
you feel me? Like, it's like they just stop here and they want four fucking tacos and they out.
Facts.
So, when depression first sets in, what does that feel like for you?
Honestly, I can't even describe it, bro.
Well, I would say try, because because I want my viewers to have something to recognize when it's starting, so that at least you could identify. Because sometimes I know, like for myself, when like I'll look up and I'll be depressed and don't even realize that I'm in that mode, because I'm so focused in on the constant movement of being an artist and creating and working. Like, I could get caught up in my mix to where I'm not even looking at myself, what's going on with me, and I wind up in a depressed state. So for somebody so that people can, like, what things do you find yourself doing before you, like, a down point or downturn take place?
I be sleeping a lot, bro, and I'm not a person that does a lot of sleeping in. Like, the morning come, bro, I'm up. I'm usually up, like waking up, open my eyes at like 7:30, 7 in the morning. I'm up by like 8:15, 8:30, you know what I'm saying, moving around. But lately, I just been sleeping a lot, bro. I don't get up to like 11, 12, 1 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I do a lot of sleeping. I'm already an isolated person. You feel me? Like, you know, you see me every now and then. But other than that, bro, I be to myself. I keep to myself a lot. You feel me?
Yeah,
And I become irritated.
Yeah.
Especially by them fucking phones.
Yeah, I can definitely say the cell phone has turned into a more of a nuisance than a tool. And I gotta use a cell phone. You use cell phone, goddamn, for every goddamn
Well,
thing.
you be hearing that shit go off and you just want to throw that shit across the room, like
that's one of my like triggers. When the phone is just back to back to back to back to back to back to back, and it's like, almost feeling enslaved to the device.
That's what it is. That's exactly
it's
what it
feeling
is.
like I'm more slave to the device than me controlling this device.
Boy, that's some deep shit right there.
And
cause bro, that's exactly how I've been feeling, bro. My phone just constantly just bad. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. That, and then two, it's like, okay, so I also contend with all right, so when the phone is quiet, then I'm in the phone looking at some YouTube, and then next thing you know, I'm on my social media, and I've been lost an hour or two. And I've got an hour or two out of a 24-hour time period of bad imagery, coupled with the depressed state. And that's one thing, like another reason why I started this podcast, to become more of to use the phone more than the phone using me, because I'm feeling like that the phone is using me now. We use it for the alarms that we set in our day, buying food, daily planners. It's just so much caught up into this device that it feels like, oh, I have to check this, I have to check that. What's going on in this part? Like, you take flights with your phone, literally, like, you check your plane tickets with it. And and then on top of using it like that, I use it for my job. I use it for tattooing. And it gets to be a bit daunting when, I would give my tattoo arm for a week of not having to use the phone, of not having to have the almost 10,000 followers between my different platforms in my face at any given time. What was your darkest point of tattooing? Like your darkest point of tattooing, where it was like, yo, you might have like literally just stopped tatting, like, I ain't gonna tat for this. Like, it was that, like.
Man, shit, just not even a couple weeks ago, nigga, I had to refund. I told you I refunded like $1,100, bro. I refunded. I snapped. I actually lost it. My mind was so jumbled up, bro, that it was so many people hitting my phone. You ever had time where like 6 people hit you up at the same time? Yo, what's up? When you available? When you available? What time? Where's the address? Bro, it's like, how am I on 6 people's minds at the same time? That's what I sit there and think about. Like, how am I on this many people's minds at the same fucking time? And it becomes it became so overwhelming, bro. This happened about, I want to say, almost a month ago. It happened, bro. I snapped. Couldn't take it no more. Didn't do no tattoos for like a week and a half, 2 weeks straight, bro. I was just like, you know what? Everybody get their money back. And I refunded every fucking body their money back. I don't mean to curse so much, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just rethinking the thoughts, you know what I'm saying, that made me snap to that point, bro. I snapped, bro. I refunded everybody their money back. And that was like almost upwards of $1,100. Ballpark figure. It might have been like 12 or 13. But I refunded everyone their money back. Because my mind couldn't take what I was going through as a person and what the tattoo artist in me was going through. That all of that shit and then all of this shit just didn't mix. You feel me? And at the end of the day, I am this person. I'm the person. I'm not the tattoo artist. I'm the person. At the end of the day, when I go home at night, I'm the person. You feel me? I'm only a tattoo artist when I go to the office. But when I'm at the crib, so I would say 80% of the time, I'm a person. You feel me? And what I had going on as a person and as a tattoo artist just didn't mix. So that's how I had to go. So that I can get this shit over here straight as a person.
Yeah. I recently experienced a client play me for some bread. And if she sees this, she's probably gonna totally think the opposite. But bottom line, she played me on a tattoo for some bread. And it wasn't big bread. It was slight bread, but you still played me on it. Yeah. And that chipped away at my desire to want to keep doing this or to even be a creative. And I've been a creative my whole life. And I think that every artist wants to eat off of their art now, not when they're dead and gone.
Facts.
And, you know, it's almost like you put out so much art, so much content, you create so much, and then it's like, yo, no love, no, y'all want me dead like Picasso in order for y'all to say that I was great? You can, and it's like, you know, that's why I love the Drink Champs thing of giving people their roses while they're still here. To where, you know, art, it is becoming norm now that artists deserve the proper accolades and compensation for their creation while they're here, as opposed to when they're gone. I could say another thing that has been plaguing my head mentally too is the amount of deaths that we've been seeing in the hip hop community. Because hip hop is an art form in its culture itself. Literally from the visual arts of graffiti, dancing, you know, rhyming, DJing, you know, all of those are artistic expressions. And watching the, you know, the constant black men dying, bro. Black artists dying. You know, they might not be tattoo artists, but they black men and they're artists dying. And it's happening at such an alarming rate. It's like, you know, is this the curse for being a creative? The constant having to look over my shoulder because I have been given a God-given ability to delve in myself and to create something. whether it be a piece of art, a tattoo, a painting, whatever. You know, it just happens to be rappers. Those are really just poets over music.
Facts.
Gives a
gives
a new meaning to dead.
Jobs too, right?
Gives a new meaning to Dead Poet Society. You know what I mean? And you know, and I feel that as a tattoo artist, because a lot of those artists are tagged. They hella tagged.
Yep.
Shirts and everything. So think about the artists that did the work on those artists.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, I know when I've had clients pass,
I feel it's like I feel
a
a way
weight.
too, yeah, bro.
You know, it's like
you taking that with you.
Yeah, and you know, we sell. Our job. We sell pain. Literally.
Facts. Yep.
We deal. Our job is pure emotion.
I always make a joke like, "Yo, y'all motherfuckers is crazy. Why you say that? Because you're paying me to put you in pain." Like,
yeah. And you know, to talk somebody through a process that's going to hurt them. You know. And in my head, and it's like, okay, am I a bit sadistic because I want to do this job, or is it you know what I'm saying? Is it the wanting?
Yo, hell yeah.
Is
bro.
it my own delusions of grandeur, of wanting to be great, but I just chose to use the human being as my canvas? You know? Am I narcissistic for every time I see somebody without tattoos, feeling that they need tattoos, and that I need to be the one to do their first tattoo? You know, like the mind. I guess that's why reality TV really like turned me off, because it's like the stuff that they showing. The perspectives that the producers paint through the shows don't even scratch the surface of the mind of a tattoo artist.
Facts.
Doesn't even scratch the surface of the turmoil we deal with. And it's like, we're just gonna harp on their love lives, and you know what I mean? And it's like, for me, I would say that's very dangerous. And the reason I say that's very dangerous is because, you know, relationships are tied a lot into suicide.
Yep.
Because I know for me, when I'm dealing with a woman, she is like my inspiration artistically. That's why I always want to put a lot of art on them, because I'm inspired to see them with my art. I wake up and want to see them with something a piece of me on them forever. Like, I feel like that's like a little cheat code we have as tattoo artists. We're able to.
Facts. Really leave our mark on you.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And then so, like, to have an industry come in and spotlight, you know, the black tattoo culture, and then harp on our, you know, imperfections through this experience of life, through relationships, you know what I mean, and put us, you know, like, I've seen so many relationships get done dirty just through that little lens of reality TV, whether it be the fame and what they go through in the real life outside of the camera, or what they go through on the camera. Mm-hmm. And like, you know, y'all playing with time bombs. I would definitely want to, I'm gonna take this time out to tell, like, you know, all you reality shows that abuse us artists. That's the best way I could put it, because it's abuse. For the measly crumbs that you pay us, you know, you might be pushing somebody to checking out. You may want to, you know, to the producers and the editors of these reality shows, y'all may want to ease back on the throttle with the way that you're painting the life of artists, because you know we're creative, and that creativity, that energy can be swayed in any direction. I mean, look at Jeffrey Dahmer. In his own sick, twisted sense, that was his art form. Something made him snap. And artists are more calculating, I believe, than a lot of your serial killers. I think our love for art is why we don't go to that extreme. I think that having the ability to create an artistic form is really God-given, and that it can become demonic when someone gets extremely devalued. As a tattoo artist in the 757, how many clients do you deal with, or do you deal with clients that you know, military clients that deal with the suicide issue?
Plenty of them.
Yeah.
Especially in the damn Navy.
Yeah.
You know, suicide in the Navy is at like an all-time high. It's been at an all-time high. So I get plenty of people that knew people that committed suicide on them boats.
Yeah.
You feel me? And they, you know what I'm saying, they talk to me about it, bro. And it's scary.
So when you're dealing with your own suicidal thoughts, and you got a client that come in with suicidal thoughts, where does that leave you?
Still with suicidal thoughts.
How do you push through?
I don't know, bro. I haven't quite made it to that edge yet. Probably, I would say. Or maybe I'm at the edge and I'm just like tiptoeing, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, bro, the only thing that can bring me back from that edge is just going to the gym.
You know, so I seen I was watching the Andrew Tate interview, and he was talking about how there was this guy that had emailed him and told him that he was like, he didn't have no long drawn out thing about the suicide, but he, you know, he said he just, that email caught his eye, and he told dude, he said, look, before you check out, go get a 6-pack. Go to the gym and get a 6-pack. Do what it takes to get a 6-pack. And he said, and after you get the 6-pack, you still want to check out, go on ahead. And I say that to say this. Yeah, not, you know what I mean? I say that to say this, though. The gym is a good way to establish self-value. Because you're putting, you know, health is your first wealth.
Facts.
You feel me? If you are not healthy, you feel what I'm saying? You cannot attain any wealth. And so, you know, putting yourself back in physical health will make your mind in itself start healing. I believe, you know, and I think that's where he was trying to get at. Like, discipline yourself to a regimen of physical, you know, betterment. And then at least that would put your mind in a different direction, as opposed to, you know, going down that rabbit hole of self-pity.
Food too. The food you put inside you would, certain food is gonna aid in depression. Certain food is gonna aid in the defense of depression. You feel me? So one thing I noticed, like when I started hitting the gym, I started eating better food. You know what I'm saying? Changing my I don't drink soda no more, bro. I ain't drink soda in like probably like 2 months, going on 3 months.
It's a blessing.
So no soda, you know what I'm saying? I'm drinking more, you know what I'm saying, juice. I might have me this like what, my second beer, I think, my second beer or something like that. Yeah. I might have a beer or two, but other than that, man, it's just straight water, straight juice, you know what I'm saying? A lot of lemonade, a lot of milkshakes.
For me, like I used to go to the gun range to like relieve stress, but when I deal with the thought to check it out, I don't even like being around firearms.
Yeah, me neither.
Like I don't even want to be around them because it's too quick of an access to feeding into those thoughts. There is like you, of course, and then there's a couple other people that I call and talk to about those thoughts, and I don't try to cry wolf. You feel what I'm saying? Because some people don't understand it. Like in ancient Japanese culture, they would commit if they experienced dishonor. They could choose the route of harikari and commit suicide, and it was deemed as honorable. So, the way that they did it, it wasn't no easy way out.
Facts. And it wasn't like a stab to the stomach.
Nah, you would have to disembowel yourself, and then somebody trusted in your circle would chop your head off.
Yeah, stab to the stomach, and they got to slice it open.
And the reason I bring that up is because, again, I don't want people that are dealing with the suicidal thoughts to talk to someone and someone try to make them seem like they are existing in cowardice because they're experiencing the desire to take themselves out. That's a heavy thing to fight. And post-COVID, it's more rampant. And with more people dealing with the desire to hurt themselves, we see the uptick in other people getting hurt. Because if I do me, I don't got no problem doing you.
Facts.
So the more people that are experiencing that, that's more people on edge for violence. That's more people not feeling valued. That's why I try to give value to my clients during the tattoo sessions. I try to speak life into people. I have a client, I'm not a client, my apprentice, shout out Show, TODG, you know what it is. He asks people, how's your energy? Instead of how you doing, it's like, how's your energy today? Because energy is what kids read. A baby can't talk.
Facts.
Baby communicates with pure energy. All its senses is super acute because they can't verbalize anything. They haven't developed that yet. So I think that, and you hear it now, it's really cliche. Everybody's on energy and the chakras and the stones and all that. But just on some just basic, how's your energy today? And then it make you really analyze where your energy is today. If my energy is up, then why is my energy up? And can I add on to this to make it more, to keep that energy flowing in a positive direction. You know, naturally in life we're gonna have ups and downs, but you want more ups than you do downs.
Fact.
That's just
Yep.
the facts of the matter. The What was the happiest moment you've had in your tattoo career?
I don't know, man. I had a lot of happy moments. When I first learned to do color, when I first learned to layer colors, and I did a layered color tattoo, man, that shit was popping like a motherfucker, dog. I was happy as hell.
Alright.
Happy as a motherfucker. Every time I do any type of color tattoo, I be happy as hell, man. I high five myself through sessions. Literally, I be like, you're doing a great job, Ed.
See, my happiest moment in tattooing. My 13th anniversary of tattooing. After I've been in the trade for 13 years. That was like my highest point, like most elated where I wanted to be at that time. For had been doing it for a minute. And that elation, I've been chasing that. And trying to keep that feeling, because this is a feeling trade, bro. This trade invokes feeling. Like, we live in emotion in this trade. There's no machine functionality. It is outside of the machine, but the machine is causing pain. The pain is causing reaction of the client. You feeding off of their reaction. You feel what I'm saying? Laughing, crying, ups and downs. This trade is like water, formless, and trying to make organization of the confusion on a daily basis is tiring, bro. Like, I could say I fight the tired, the feeling of being tired, the feeling of, you know, just putting out and not getting filled back up.
Yep.
And I believe that we as men need more dialogue about the dark, gritty side of our minds, and normalizing that, like, yo, bro, everybody got a dark side of their brain, and it's just the measure of your manhood is, you know, how much you are able to do what is right when what feels right is really wrong. Because that's the hard part of dealing with the suicidal thoughts, because it's like, that's the ultimate, I did it my way. That's the ultimate, I took it into my own hands. I didn't leave it up to circumstance or happenstance. I was the happenstance. It's almost a scream of power. Maybe I'm retarded for thinking like that.
I mean, I feel you.
You know what I mean?
I feel you, bro. It is. I definitely feel you.
Anybody out there that experiences suicidal thoughts, you're not alone.
Definitely ain't alone.
It's hard to talk about because sometimes it's just hard to put that feeling in words that you go through. And, you know, a lot of tears come with this. Be a lot of times there's somebody's probably gonna be watching this, probably gonna be crying alone in their room, deciding whether they gonna do it or not. All I ask is just don't do it today. I don't know what tomorrow got for you, but for today, for right now, don't do it. Nipsey Hussle said, you know, no matter what you've been through, you know, you've got something to contribute. And I think that's where we're struggling right now as a collective of people, is not seeing the value in our fellow man and encouraging that person's contribution to this experience of life. The younger ones feel that the older ones are out of touch. The older ones feel the younger ones lack the wisdom and experience. So much division, period, that no one is taking out the time to look for the value. Everybody is worth something. You are worth something. Find what you are worth and chase that down. At least just for these 24 hours. I don't know what you're gonna do tomorrow because it ain't got here yet. But just hold fast. You know, this too shall pass. That feeling that you're going through, that you know, emotion you're going through, it will pass.
Thanks.
And you know, I didn't Google a suicide prevention line. It's 2022, man. If you got a cell phone, Google will take you wherever you need to go to find some sort of help. But before you hit Google, you know, find someone in the physical, not just in a call or a FaceTime. Go find someone and just talk to them. And the reason I'm saying that is because we don't do that anymore. Everybody's in the damn phone. Everybody's in these goddamn devices. My new thing is go find someone. Go find someone, be in their space. And don't ask them for a solution. Just tell them you just need them. You just need an ear. And I get asked that a lot, just to be an ear. You know? Your strong friend needs an ear too. And by being there for your strong friend, you become a strong friend. And that's how iron sharpens iron. So with that being said, catch you next week on Ink Therapy, a tattoo conversation.